We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. You look at this Niner defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into...
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On first down, it's Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Purdy looking to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Davis now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts. Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On second and 10, Davis. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
To throw on second down, Davis. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And this one's incomplete. The Niners hit 3-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, he just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. That's out quickly to London. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Davis finding space at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From just shy of midfield, Davis. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons 1st down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davis. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Davis. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your 1st sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now a 2nd and 10. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
2nd and 10. Purdy. A quick throw, but incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Running the slant, Gray with it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Davis.
This pass is caught by London.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Davis. It's Miller, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Davis.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Off play action. Davis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. Touchdown, Falcons.
Scotty Miller.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17. Falcons 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Davis. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Davis.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's Davis. A final shot before break. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, able to slither by.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 45-yard
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Purdy off the play fake.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it?
Under pressure, they got him again.
multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
Made us first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Davis now.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 41. Off the play fake. Davis.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. And hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They motion the running back out left. Now Davis from the gun, he'll throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
At London, the motion man right.
On second and goal, Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. To the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Fighting him off. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now Purdy. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
3rd and 19. Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Darrell Taylor
in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Purdy now to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Purdy looking to throw. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there. forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Davis now on first down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he's got some space here.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Davis throwing on first down.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun. Davis. This is caught. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go with a keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Homer will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And the 49er hands team does its job. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for San Francisco, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll get a chance